For those living under a rock, the upcoming Harry Potter TV series, set to be released on HBO Max, intends to adapt each of J.K. Rowling's 7 books into individual seasons, offering a more detailed and true to canon exploration of the books. Since the show's announcement, there has been a significant amount of buzz generated among fans, particularly as after the show's initial announcement, there were still so many unanswered questions. Questions like, what will the series be about, will it stay true to the original books, and most importantly, who will be in charge of the project? And since then, a lot of these questions have been answered. I've discussed these in previous news videos. But perhaps the biggest lingering question mark still surrounding the series pertains to casting. For many of the titular roles, it's almost impossible to imagine anyone else undertaking them. But showrunners for the upcoming series have the behemoth task of finding people anyway. And in the most recent buzz generated surrounding the show, it appears that we may have finally found our new Dumbledore. Previously, Academy Award winner Mark Rylance appeared to be the name appearing more than any other. Rylance, renowned for his role in the British drama Wolf Hall, is known for delivering many masterful performances, like his portrayal of the Soviet spy Rudolf Abel in 2015's Bridge of Spies, as well as the titular role in 2016's The BFG. However, in the most recent announcement, which at this stage does seem credible, it appears they've instead found their Dumbledore in American actor John Lithgow. My first thought here is that casting John Lithgow breaks one of the biggest rules established in the film franchise, that the cast must be exclusively British, Irish, or Scottish. This was a rule strictly enforced by J.K. Rowling herself during the production of the original films. She was adamant that the Harry Potter universe should feel authentically British, with its characters and locations firmly rooted in the cultural and historical landscape of the UK. Breaking that tradition with an American actor, particularly for a character as iconic and central as Dumbledore, feels like quite a bold move. That said, John Lithgow is no ordinary American actor. His extensive resume showcases his ability to embody diverse and complex characters, including British ones. His Emmy-winning portrayal of Winston Churchill in The Crown was widely praised for its nuance and authenticity, proving he can master the subtleties of a British accent and demeanour. I am curious to see how Lithgow approaches the role. However, I am going to keep a watchful eye, as breaking one of the cardinal rules of the films by casting an American feels like just the first step on a slippery slope of other creative liberties that undermine the authenticity and charm that made the original films so beloved. The Harry Potter series is deeply rooted in its British identity, and much of its magic comes from the culture, accents, and traditions that permeate the story. By stepping away from these core principles, they run the risk of losing the grounded, immersive quality that fans have come to expect. And while Lithgow is undeniably a talented actor with an impressive range, this choice makes me wonder, will other key decisions deviate from the source material or the established tone of the wizarding world? And could this lead to more creative reinterpretations that stray too far from what made the original story resonate with audiences worldwide? I certainly hope not. Lithgow's potential casting raises as many questions as it does excitement. While it might signal a departure from the rigid casting rules of the past, it also suggests the new series is willing to take risks in order to reimagine the story for a fresh audience. Whether this gamble pays off will depend largely on how fans respond to seeing one of the most beloved characters in literary and cinematic history brought to life by someone who, at first glance, doesn't fit the mold. It's entirely possible that Lithgow will surprise us all, bringing a fresh perspective to the character of Dumbledore while still honouring the essence of who he is. But for now, I am a little worried, and do hope that this bold casting decision is a calculated move rather than the beginning of a series of changes that alter Harry Potter beyond recognition.